we put the game now on my computer, and it looks a lot better. I just want to show off my PC, you know? I can put this on high, I can put it on extreme, like, we could go even higher, but the game won't let us, so it's fine. You'll be in Mondstadt for the quest. Okay, so why don't we are doing Dainsleif quest-related things. Arnold was like, do you even remember what happened in Leeway? And like, I remember. Calxiyn explains Genshin Impact. Okay, why don't we go all the way back to the beginning, because I think it'll be funny. So we're in Mondstadt, we land in Mondstadt, this random girl finds us, Amber I think finds us, and she's like, hey, do you want to be a knight or something? Even though that's not what she says. We're just doing manual labor for the Knights of Favonius, even though like we're not actually part of the Knights, and they're just like, okay. And so then Venti shows up and with the dragon, and the dragon's like not actually evil, he's just like in pain or something, like he just has a toothache, so I think that like we just pull his tooth out and stuff like that, and then everything's okay. I think the dragon went away though, or something, I don't know. Something happened, he went away. And then Venti was fine, but then Signora came and like kicked Venti's ass and like took the thing that makes him God. And Venti didn't die, but like he was almost dead. Like it was, you know, it was a little touch and go, I think. The calamity is that's basically the toothache, don't worry about it. And so yeah, then we went to Leeway, and then the god ceremony thing happened, and they were like, oh my god, somebody broke the dead body. Not just broke the dead body, he's like actually dead. And then Zhongli like set the whole thing up, and we were trying to figure out who murdered the person. But like, it wasn't real. Like Zhongli he just wanted to stop. And so he set up this whole murder, but the whole murder wasn't true. And so we like investigated a whole murder and went to all the Adepti and was like, hey, can you help us? And they were like, maybe. And then they came to help us, but it was like Zhongli all along. And then I don't remember what Child was doing. I think he was looking for the same thing that Signora took from Venti, but he just couldn't find it. Oh my god, she has a tail? Is she a cat? What the hell? I didn't know that. She has a tail. Wait a second. I didn't see that. Guys, she's a cat girl? I thought that was, honestly, I thought that was just her hair. I thought that it was like ka-ching, you know what I mean? And so I had no idea that she was a cat. Oh, that's so cute. I think that now she's my favorite. I didn't notice that she was a cat. I was looking, I don't know what I was doing this whole time. This is the first time that I've looked behind her, I guess. So yeah, I think that Child, he didn't get the Gnosis. It was more like that we told him where it would be as like a trap, and then when he showed up there, we knew he was evil. Like we kind of planted, like we set a trap, and like that's what happened. Then we beat his ass, I guess. Question mark. And then we fought a bunch of people and we saved the city, and that's all that happened. And they were like, get out. Thanks for helping us solve the murder that didn't actually happen. Please leave. That's everything I remember about Genshin Impact. And so that's where we all are right now. And that's why I think it's actually good that I stopped here. Because imagine if I was like in the middle of Inazuma or something, right? Like pussy deep in Inazuma. Like, you know what I mean? Into the thick of it, and I forgot what the plot was and what I was doing. And so like, it's actually good that like what we have to do is the Dainsleif quest, because it's a kind of an in-between stage, you know what I mean? Yeah, I had a theory that Paimon was like evil, I think. I'm trying to remember like my theories from when I played the game before. I had a theory that Paimon was evil, or at least she was like us, and that there's some sort of connection between her and Dainsleif, just because her and Dainsleif have a bunch of star imagery, and so does the Traveler, and so that they're all connected in some way, but we don't really know anything about Dainsleif, so that's why we're here today. Track it. Hello? Okay. Ask Lawrence about the stranger. Oh, hello, sir. Huh? No, why is there they're not talking. Hello? Is it just me? Am I supposed to do this? Hold on. Honorary knight, is something the matter? So, I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch. A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yes, I remember seeing someone like that, a blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious, so I decided to keep an eye on him for a while. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I don't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. So as long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person. That might be true, but if it were up to mean? She'd take it way more seriously. Ah, that is true, but on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her. No. All the more reason to not tell her no? What do you mean? Okay. Anyway, he was at Wanger's Smithery for a while. That's not what he said. For a while before I tried tailing him. He, might have said something to him. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger. Okay, thank you. Looking back, this is supposed to be voiced and it's my game that's the problem? My game is broken? Our first Genshin stream and it's scuffed. Like, it's not even my fault. Like, the game is scuffed. Another day, another lack of alcoholic options. Aw, man.
Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night, just to drink though. Doesn't order anything else.
Well, that's sad. That
He even
sounds
sometimes
kind of
mixes
sad.
his own drinks after he orders them.
Oh, damn, he's just, like bartending, like, you know what I mean? It's funny if it's like, this is an Atlantis situation where Dainsleif is from some advanced society and it's like these uncivilized swine. They don't know anything about, like, how to make, like, a mimosa. Like, he's just bringing his own orange juice, I don't know.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
Why are we stalking this man, by the way? He's just some suspicious man walking around. Like, what makes him suspicious? He's a perfectly normal man and we're just harassing him. That's what I don't understand. Oh, he's right here, okay. Hi, I'm an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. He does not give a single fuck. Just let him drink in peace. How do you do? I'm an honorary knight of Favonius.
He's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
Well, no, because you guys, what do you, like, why are you harassing him for? Like, you know, mind your business. What do you mean?
You say?
Oh.
Why are you traveling?
Oh, he sounds kinda sexy. I don't know, I'm just saying. I'm looking for my lost relative.
Well, that's as good a reason as any.
Oh.
Sit down over there, then.
Okay.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
Okay, well, I heard.
That little one beside you.
Let's go with emergency food.
You know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels.
This guy, he's
My
lonely.
name's Dainsleif.
Oh.
I suppose you have some business with me?
Lonely. That's not good. Well, I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us. Oh, okay.
Sure.
Sure. Really? It was that easy? Okay.
He was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about
Paimon,
this.
if you have a bad feeling,
But I
we
will
can't hear you.
require
We do not
advance
have
payment.
a telepathic connection. Payment? I mean, we have money, right?
500 mora and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee.
Sure.
And we'll settle the questions in a moment.
This is like nothing. Like, okay, go for
That's
it.
it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling.
What do you mean?
Compensation can't be
It's
right.
just 500 more. Like, we have lots of money.
Thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like
Yeah,
you
I
to
know we
answer
have
them
23
here and
million
now.
more. Like, is it a problem? Okay, do I need to answer them all
The
correctly?
answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong.
Oh, I see. It's like
Only
Catherine.
about differences in
Like,
attitude.
this is a personality
I
test.
only
Okay.
wish to know what your choices are. You question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that animo Archon who calls himself
Right.
Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
Obviously, it was me. Like, what other question?
know
Like, what kind of
everything that I
question is
should.
that? Like,
Well, answer the question.
well, yeah, clearly it was me. Like, I'm assuming that the traveler, like, the right answer is supposed to be like, oh, the unity of Mondstadt's people is what gave us victory. The power of friendship. No, bitch. It was me. Okay? It had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with any of those other bitches. It was me.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, that is my answer.
I see.
Does he say the same thing every
Question
time?
number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts,
Okay.
of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
I don't know. So yeah, I want to say them. I want to say Ningguang and like her friends. That's
So
who I
that's
think.
your answer? I see.
Also, there's something interesting
Now
going on
for
with
my
his
final
pupils
question.
too. I need to check my
This
pupils
world
and
has people
Paimon's
who gained
pupils.
visions, and those who did not.
Okay.
Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
I mean, I don't think the gods care. I don't think the gods give shit. Honestly. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that the gods care about us, like mortal people. They're not talking about Venti, right? That's not what they mean by gods. They mean like gods. You know what I mean? Like, they mean like the gods, don't they? Like, I think, even if they were talking about Venti and the Archons and stuff, but that's not who they mean, right? They mean like the actual gods. I don't think the gods care about anyone, honestly. That's what I would say. I think that the gods above, like the higher gods, I don't think that the gods actually care about anyone. I mean, that's gods and everything, right? Like, that's just like Ruby and like everything else,
So,
like, they don't care.
This is your answer then. I understand.
Did I win? Did I
It
answer
seems
correctly?
that you're different from him.
Who? Our brother?
I'll take that 500 mora. And
Okay.
now I also understand your views on this world.
Yeah, were those good answers?
As we
I
agreed,
think that
you
was
may now
pretty
commission
smart,
me.
not gonna lie. Like,
That said,
I know there's no wrong
only take
answers, but like, do you guys
commissions
think
related
that
to the Abyss
I'm
Order.
like,
Like
they
you,
good
I am
answer? Like,
currently on a
were they
journey.
good answers, you know?
You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
Okay, sure, let's go.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss
Oh.
are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world.
Sure, I guess
I
so.
have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
Okay.
An Abyss Herald?
I don't know what these
An
words
even
mean,
more
I forgot.
twisted abyssal
I know
being,
about the Abyss, I
one that
remember, but I don't
commands the
know
Abyss
exactly
mages.
what they're talking about. Come to think of it, since the Stormterror incident ended, we haven't...
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too!
Yes.
We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
Okay.
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh.
Oh, that
Like
does
they're
sound pretty
actually
dangerous.
avoiding us? Oh.
Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
I'll defeat them, I like that.
We're super duper
Yeah,
strong.
exactly. We did everything all by ourselves.
It's just like his.
Ooh.
Well then, let's go see for
Okay,
ourselves,
so here's
shall
the
we?
problem.
According to
I
the
thought
leads
that
I have on
Dainsleif
hand,
was our
the
brother,
Abyss Order has
but like if they're saying
re-infiltrated the
you're
Temple
just
of the
like him, I'm
Falcon.
assuming he means
Let's
you
meet
are
up at
just
the
like
temple.
your brother, which
Perhaps
means he's
your
not our
questions
brother
about the
unless he
Abyss
is and
will
he
be
doesn't
answered
remember
there.
that he's our brother, you know what I mean? Which is a little complicated, right? So I was thinking about it more in terms of like a split parallel universe type situation where Dainsleif is like a version of our brother that never saved his sister, but the fact that he's saying that you're just like him, that's kind of weird. But I was sort of thinking about it like in terms of a split universe, you know, like how into the Spider-Verse there's like don't they say like there's different Spider-Man from different or something?
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss, the Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
Okay, so I feel like that's saying, like, even though we have visions, or even though, like, the Archons, like, we're all, you know what I mean? We're all still, like, underneath the gods. It doesn't really matter. Something like that. It's a metaphor.
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
You know? It's like, it doesn't matter how strong we are, because the gods are still the strongest. Like, the gods still decide. This is fine, right?
The scent of the Abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature,
Wait a minute.
that'll spare
Why
me
are
the
my buttons
explanation
like
either
this?
way.
Can I switch them? I don't want to fight with the circle button. What is this? What kind of... Okay, hold on. No, I don't want to leave the domain. I guess we're stuck with this. This is not good enough. Oh, Dayluke. Oh, shit. Yeah, I hate that, actually. I don't know who. That's, like, the most... That's just nasty. The circle button is always for jump. Anybody who does anything different, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't respect you. Just saying. X is for yes, and then circle is for no, you know? Circle's the back button, which means back. X is the go button, which means forward. If you have your attack button on the circle, I don't know what you're doing. Dayluke is gonna carry our ass through pretty much everything. I don't quite remember how to do the combos and stuff like that. If Dayluke can't do anything to these people, I'm not sure what I need to do.
Over here.
Okay, go off, Lynette. You're not doing too bad, okay. How do I jump? How do I how do I glide? Glide, bestie. Hello, why are we falling, sis? Oh dear, at least it brought me back here, but I'm not sure what's going on. Why am I not going up? I don't understand what's happening. Why am I not going up the wind trail? Oh, hello. Well then what? Bro, my game is broken. This wasn't my fault. Like, there's no way that that was my fault, right? Literally, I jumped right into it. What is the problem, right? Teehee, it wasn't me. I didn't do anything wrong. Teehee. Oh, wait, what's happening? Hold on. Fischl, I don't remember what you do. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh, wait. I think Fischl's dying. Hold on. Actually, Lynette can cook. Lynette's kind of cooking. Actually, no, she's not cooking. She's dying. We're dying. We're all dying. Except for Bennett, who is supposed to heal us. But I can't remember how to cycle through the characters anymore. Like, I know how. I just can't, like, actually put it into practice. Bennett does not have his heal because we just used it. Hold on. She's actually cooked? No, we're not cooked. We can just go back. That's what this is for. Don't worry. Hello? Why isn't it working, guys? Why isn't it working? Is this not our health thing? Are they built? Yeah, D-Luke's built, but he can't. Like, fire against fire, you're not gonna be doing too much, you know what I mean? Fire against water doesn't seem to be doing that well either. Oh, no! Other characters? Yeah, they're all built. That's where you respawn when you die? Okay, then let me die. Resurrect! It's fine. Don't worry about it. Wait a minute. What? They're back? Okay, hold on. I think this is kind of bad. But, like, everybody is built, so I don't understand. What is going on? Bennett, you're supposed to be healing, Bennett. Why are you Why are you so bad? Dodge? You guys need to understand who you're talking to. I have never dodged. There's no dodge button in this game. We're just like, we just need help. It's just not, like, this just isn't going very well. Oh dear. I feel like that we should go. I feel like that we've done something wrong. Why did it get so hard all of a sudden? Bennett, you have to heal someone, Bennett. I don't know why else you're here if not to heal people. Guys, we are not going to see God. We are not gonna make it. This is not good. Well, everyone's also dead, so that's not good. Yeah, I mean, fighting Pyro with Pyro, that's what I'm saying. Like this is just not a good situation for us to be in right now. It's the shield. Oh dear. I don't even remember these guys being in the game. Like, I've seen them before because I know that people say that they're a pain in the ass. No, we have to leave. Get me out. Get me out of here. We need to change. We need to do something. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sure nothing happened at all. Let's try this again. See, that's what I mean. Like, now D-Luke can, like, 1v1 these guys, but it's the Abyss mages that are the problem because they have the shield, so. See, now! See? Look at him. Look at that. That was clean. Wasn't that good? Everybody got vaporized all at the same time, right? Okay, now you guys told me, ah! Oh my god, you guys told me I have to run and jump. Wait, hello? Okay, there we go. This explains everything? What do you mean? All right. Now what the fuck is you guys' problem, bro? There was no reason. See, Kaya's based. Yeah, look at this. This is perfect. Absolutely no problem. She only has the bow, right? She doesn't do what Child does and change her thing, because they're not the same. Like, Child's the only one that does that other than Farina, right? See, and then that other one just died.
Time to fight
Oh,
back,
fuck! Kaya, what's wrong? What happened? Wait, he's back. Nope. Okay, well then. Yeah, see, you're not so tough now when the shields are down.
Just a few Abyss mages? Seems like that Herald might have already left.
Can you tell me more about the Abyss Order?
Abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations.
Sure.
That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers.
Like, it kind of sounds like this is like Kingdom Hearts equivalent, like, you know what I mean? It's the darkness
and
corrupts.
The creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
Okay.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
What? We're already giving him a personal nickname? Don't you think, like, we hardly know this man? Don't you think it's a little early to give him, like...
I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf.
Oh, yeah, we did that. I remember.
Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there. Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf king of the north, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
I guess he's just saying, like, these powerful beasts, like, are stronger than all of us and could really fuck some shit up if they wanted to, but yet they stay in their domain.
No. Nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story.
Okay, yeah, so at this point I do think he's talking about our brother,
All
right?
Let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above
Whoa.
the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Look for clues. Like, this is literally the worst. Just having to, like, we're just trying to freeze them. We can't react because Fischl's dead. So we'll have to, oh, good. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. You did it, bestie. Thank you, D-Luke.
Whew, that's
There we
that.
go.
Let's go check out that bonfire.
Thank you, Paimon. Yes, I also love Paimon encouraging violence. I love how she's like, let's go beat them up. It doesn't matter if I don't know if they're just monsters or if they have feelings, but like, didn't that girl talk to the hilly trolls? And so isn't there kind of the implication that like the monsters have some level of sentience? And so I feel like isn't this the same as like killing a person, you know? That kind of is a little suspicious, right? You know, the fact that we're coming in and killing them, but I guess they're on the side of like eval or something. I don't know, I'm just saying. I think it's kind of weird, you know? Hello?
Yes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Well, you know, I have a solution for this. Yeah, see these cryo ones? They just got fucking yeeted. I didn't even need to do anything. Thank you, D-Luke. Oh, I'm so glad I got D-Luke. Well, I don't know what we would do if we didn't have him. Hello? Oh, talk to Dainsleif. We found lots of signs of the Abyss Order.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself.
Okay, well, we knew they were here already,
But
so...
they were left behind by Abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them.
Oh, I see. So that's what we were seeing. If there was anything more substantial than what we were already looking at, but there's not.
It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
Okay.
Now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
Oh.
No, there is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Stormterror's Lair.
Are they doing a thing that's like all of the beasts in this area?
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Stormterror's Lair.
Yes.
But I suppose that this place is more Lair than Stormterror at this point.
Oh, I see, because he's gone. The dragon is fine.
In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had
Oh,
largely
that's
nothing to do
interesting.
with that dragon
So
for
this
a
is where
long
he was
time.
just holding up, but it was something else before. So what was it before?
The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall.
Oh my
Much
God.
less come to nest in this place.
Like what, 600 years ago, bestie?
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin
my
first got in
gosh.
trouble hundreds of years ago.
Dainsleif.
Don't think too much about it.
Okay.
Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin?
Yes.
If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Yeah, I don't. I have no idea what he's talking about. Just gonna nod and smile and pretend like I do, I guess. Oh no, they were used to unlock his tower? They're like worshipping it. Hello? Oh.
Retribution!
See, look at that. Dailuke is so sexy for that, guys. Did you really ask for anything else? I don't think I even need Fischl to combo right now. I love overloading the enemies. That's my favorite little thing. Oh my God, what the fuck? Hello? Why is the music so calm? Like, we're in the middle of a fight right now, bro. Can you, like, be for real, please? Like, why is the music so peaceful? We're kicking ass right now.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
Okay.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys
Oh my god, he's so philosophical. He's just like, he's musing. He's just like, oh, how good it would be, right? Like, speaking from experience. You seem to be familiar. What are these choices? You seem to be familiar with journeys. What do you mean? That's such a strange thing to say. Like, obviously he's on a journey, you know? I don't know, like, what are we trying? We're trying to sound smart, but we are dumb. Like, that is not, I think that's kind of a silly thing to say. Speaking from experience sounds better, but like, you seem to be familiar with the path of journeying. Like, that's just us trying to sound
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
See, so I wonder though, like, what if he was young when he traveled with our brother? But like, no, but he never mentions the gender of the traveling companion. He used he, him, well, fuck. I'm trying to cook. Well, maybe if I watched Arnold's stream, it would have said her. So maybe I'm still cooking. So it's saying him, but like, that's for us because we're playing as the girl. If you're playing as the boy, I wonder if it would say her. But like, I wonder if like they traveled together then in like another timeline. But like, this still doesn't make any sense. If he was traveling with our brother 500 years ago, that doesn't make any, well, wait a minute, but we've been asleep for a long time. So we don't really know. We could have fallen here 500 years ago. Wait. What if our brother, what if the other twin, like whoever we're not playing, guys, hold on. I got this. What if the person we're not playing woke up before we did? And they woke up 500 years ago, and Dainsleif was like a young boy. So him and our brother were like palling around, you know, 500 years ago, but we just woke up afterwards, right? Because our sibling got kidnapped, but it's also implied by some of the cutscenes that our sibling, like, is out there somewhere, right? I feel like I remember that, but I can't remember exactly when. And so, like, what if it's like that our sibling escaped whoever captured him, or is working for whoever captured them, right? So they were just running around in the world 500 years ago when the dragon and like all that stuff, and Dainsleif was like a young kid, like he was also a kid. Because that's the weird thing about Dainsleif, right? Is like, how is he... Like, obviously he's young looking, but if he's 500 years old, I'm assuming it's kind of like elf years or something, where like he was, or like Fae time, where he was a child once, even if he was a child 500 years ago. So Dainsleif and our sibling palled around the world before Dvalin and before this and before that, and maybe on behalf of the person that kidnapped our sibling in the first place, or maybe they just escaped the person that kidnapped them. Or maybe it's like a Rapunzel situation where they started to like love their kidnapper and like thought what their kidnapper was doing was right. Like the lady at the beginning of the game, maybe it turned into like, I actually do believe in your cause and I'll work for you. And like maybe Dainsleif didn't know. And like maybe it was like that Dainsleif found out that like our sibling was working for the eval and he felt betrayed. Okay, I'm done.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that.
That also means that we haven't aged in 500 years, which means we're closer to whatever Dainsleif is than away from it, like if that is the case.
Where are they now anyway?
He no longer travels.
What the fuck does that mean? He no longer travels? What?
I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Bro, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
Okay.
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Maybe it's not our brother. Maybe it's like his sibling. And they were the first siblings that fell from the same place we fell. Like, let me cook, chat. What if they're like our predecessors? It'd be weird if they're both male. Like, that would be kind of weird because then they wouldn't be, like, it wouldn't be necessarily the same as us. But, like, what if it, like, Dainsleif is talking about, like, he had his own sibling and, like, that their paths deviated too. Like, what if 400 years ago, this is like a prophecy sort of thing? Like, they just call up sets of twins from wherever, you know what I mean? I don't know, anyway.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we?
Home.
Oh, home!
Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end.
Okay.
While you're still traveling, you should...
What? What happened?
What's familiar?
I felt it for a moment the previous time when we came here too.
Familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
So our sibling? Or the Abyss?
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
I'm cooking. Let me cook, okay? Because, okay, I don't think that Dainsleif
Dane was
is
really
our
fast,
brother.
doesn't he?
Yeah, I know. He's always leaving us
Let's use
behind,
that
man.
wind current nearby to catch up.
I don't think Dainsleif is our brother, because that doesn't really make that much sense anymore. Unless, has anyone suggested the idea that Paimon has a sibling? And that maybe what happened is that Dainsleif is Paimon's, like, you know what I mean? Has anyone suggested that, like, Paimon and Dainsleif are, like, you guys are saying no, but, like, no, it's, like, that's silly, or no, no one suggested? Because, like, that would kind of be interesting if, like, Paimon and Dainsleif were the first twins. Paimon ended up on our side, and then Dainsleif ended up on the brother's side. Wouldn't they recognize each other? Maybe not. I don't know. Or maybe they do know. Like, Paimon is shady. Okay, can we talk about that? Paimon is shady. I think that Paimon knows more than she's saying. She may not be a different being though, because they both have the star stuff. Like, they both have kind of like the similar motif, right? And so they may not actually be different beings at all. It maybe Paimon is just pocket size, like, you know? Maybe Paimon has just like, she has a shrunken form. And so maybe she does recognize him, or the same thing happens as either sibling, they just change the genders during the dialogue. Okay. That kind of helps me. Well, basically what I'm saying is that Dainsleif was our sibling's guide, and then Paimon's supposed to be our guide. And the question is why Dainsleif is here now, and what happened to his relationship with our sibling. You know how in Death Note there's Ryuk and there's like Rem? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like that Paimon is like the Rem and that Dainsleif is like the Ryuk, right? And so what if that's it? What if like Dainsleif was supposed to be our brother's guardian companion thingy, and Paimon's supposed to be our companion thingy, and like somehow like that's they like, I don't know, they got separated or something. Something like that.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
Do you think you have enough information to work with us since you've only met him once? No, but I do have their clothes. And I think that the fact that both of their cloaks have a starry sort of motif, and they kind of like, when you look at them, don't they sort of also look like they're opposites, right? Like, he's dark, she's light, but his eyes are light and her eyes are dark, right? Paimon has this white aesthetic, Dainsleif has this black cloaked aesthetic, right? Like, they sort of both have like similar-ish symbolism, but it's sort of like inverted in some way, right? Like, he's blonde, she's silver. It's like, you know, the sun and the moon, and the this and the, you know, like, it's like, oh, well, one of them's the sun, one of them's the moon. But like, I guess I could say that, Arnold, but my thing, I'm hung up on the fact that they seem specifically like somehow celestial, right? You know what I mean? And that like he also is with our sibling. Like, he also clearly traveled with our sibling in some way. And like the cloak and like the three sort of pieces, you know? Like, what if this isn't even Paimon's like real form, you know? Like, maybe this is just like Paimon's, or maybe like, well, hold on a second. Dainsleif traveled with our sibling 500 years ago. What if in 500 years, Paimon becomes like Dainsleif? Like, what if he started small too? You know what I mean? What if there was, he 500 years ago looked like how Paimon does, but Paimon's just not grown up, you know? And so if he traveled with our brother, and that was like a long time ago, maybe once he was like this, maybe once he was small like this too. And like, it's just sort of a deviant, like the timeline's deviated. He was like little itty bitty, and one day Paimon, if we spent 500 years with her, she would grow big. There's no reason that that can't be true.
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Well, fuck me then, I guess.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
The last time?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
Yes. So what? So why?
So, Dane, What about you? What's your favorite place?
Imagine he said, like, can you imagine if he said, like, Fontaine or somewhere that we haven't been? Like, you know what I mean? Somewhere that wasn't even in the game yet when this was written.
Me? I no longer remember.
Wait, so he has memory loss! Guys, okay, so like that's why he wouldn't recognize Paimon, and maybe that Paimon wouldn't recognize him. Like
I
their
merely followed my
memory
traveling
loss,
companion
you know?
around on that journey.
Yeah,
That's
because
all
wait
there
a
was to
minute.
it.
Does Paimon remember where she's from? Because he's saying, I followed my traveling companion around, right? That's what Paimon does for us, but does Paimon even remember? I can't remember the beginning of the game. Doesn't Paimon also have no memories? Something's going on here. They're connected somehow!
Huh?
Nani?
A ruin guard's footprint.
Oh.
A ruin guard was wandering around
Love
here.
seeing his little swaggering walk. Look at him.
No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
Okay. What is happening? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, okay. Yeah, the lady. Right.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out.
Okay, the dandelion, I guess, reminds of our sibling. But Dan being at Dvalin's lair 500 years ago just means we don't know the timeline of when he met his traveling companion, not that it was at the same time. What I'm saying is that Dainsleif has been living for 500 years. What I said before was that our sibling woke up sooner than we did, and so that Dainsleif was with our sibling, like, before we woke up, which was a long time ago. Which means that, like, that could have changed his appearance. He could have been there by himself, but he says that his traveling companion brought him here. But how do you know it was a long time ago? Because he said it was different. He said it was from the before. I don't know. So basically what I'm saying is, like, if we start when the twins got abducted, it's been 500 years, and then one of the twins woke up immediately, and then we woke up 500 years later. They went through, like, the events of the world, like, before. So Dainsleif was on adventures of him before, like, some of the characters that we've met are even alive. I'm trying to follow your logic. I'm confused. I feel like I make perfect sense right now. So what I'm saying is that our brother woke up. Who said we were sleeping? What do you mean? At the beginning of the game we were asleep. So what I'm saying is that we don't know really how long, like, it's been months, right? We're like, it's been months since you fell down here and blah, blah, blah. Like, we don't actually know. Like, we don't actually know if that's necessarily the case. It seems a little strange that they just spent 2 months on the beach not exploring Mondstadt. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying it in the sense that, like, something suspicious happened. And so Dainsleif mentioned seeing it as old Mondstadt, which means that our brother, right away after he got abducted, started like, like he got up and he started walking around. Whereas with us, we were stuck with Paimon for who knows how long. We could have just been sitting on that beach, like Aqua at the end of Kingdom Hearts, and she's just sitting there for 10 years. You know what I mean? So, like, that's what I'm saying. He went on all these adventures with whoever was around in old Mondstadt and whoever was around in the old world. And so I think that Dainsleif is our sibling's Paimon. There's never been an indication we were sleeping before the start of the game. I guess so, but, like, not that I'm making an assumption, but I'm basically saying, like, something separated us in terms of time. Something delayed our time. Like, it's trains, right? Our trains both departed at the same time, but our train was slower than our brother's train. Our brother's train immediately got into the destination, and he was in Old Mondstadt 500 years ago, but our train, for some reason, took 500 years to get here. Isn't this conversation hinging on the idea that Paimon and Dainsleif are kind of like the same thing, right? So I'm saying, like, that time could have passed, and that one day, if we stayed here long enough, Paimon could turn into, like, a full-grown person like how Dainsleif is. We don't really know. So yeah, that's why we brought up. Now I'm like, why are we even talking about this? That's why I brought it up, because, like, the whole idea is, why do Paimon and Dainsleif even look different, right? But it could be because Dainsleif has been here for a really long time, and this is what happens to Paimon's species as they get older. That was why.
You mean your brother? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this Fox Alistair telepathy stuff, but yeah.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that
Okay.
only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
What do you mean, like he walked through it?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
You're lying, Paimon.
Do not
You're
rush.
sus.
Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not?
He knows. He went through the same thing, guys. He went through it. He went through the same thing.
At least you now know that he is still on this world.
Yes.
At this time, the most important thing
Okay.
is the journey to find him itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep
Okay,
in
hold
mind
on.
as the meaning
Dainsleif
behind
is
your
gonna
journey.
give us the food to cook. Like, he is going to give us
May you find your
materials.
kin at the end of that journey. Well then,
Wait,
let
what?
us part
I
ways
thought he
here
was
for
around to
now.
give us advice. Did I totally misinterpret him? Like, I thought he was gonna say something wise. I was ready to hear it. Wait, what?
You're leaving? Already?
See, guys, look. The thing on his back is like the same symbol that's like on her chest. It's like the same looping around.
Only for now. Don't worry, we will meet again.
Okay.
After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
His mouth is not moving. It's not moving. Bestie, please. Paimon has 3 and Dainsleif has 4. Well, maybe it's because he's stronger. You know what I mean? Like, it's not exactly the same. It's similar enough. Where is he? We're not done. I'm not done with you. You guys enjoy me cooking? Because I think I'm onto something. I